Hey friends, and welcome to Mrs. G's kitchen. Today we are going to be making edible cookie dough. Ooh, everybody loves to eat the cookie dough when you're making it, right? But this one is much safer. Before we begin, always remember Mrs. G's kitchen rules. Always wash your hands before touching and prepping with any foods. Always cook with an adult. And never take nut products to school. In Mrs. G's kitchen, we cook with nuts because we can eat nuts here, but at school, some of our friends cannot do that. So let's be safe and do that. No nuts at school, friends. All right, let's begin first by washing our hands. Nice warm water and some soap. And how about we sing a song? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause my friends are your friends and your friends are my friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Give them a big rinse. All right, friends, what do you think we need to make edible cookie dough? Well, for me, I think we're going to need sugars and flour, margarine. Oh no, we're not using eggs for this because we're not cooking in the oven today or even on the stove. We're just gonna mix it in here and put it in a container. So we don't need to use eggs for that recipe. And we're gonna use mini chocolate chips and sprinkles and vanilla. But first, when you wanna make edible cookie dough, you need to kill the bacteria in your flour first. So what Mrs. G did, come take a look, friends, is I heated up my oven to 350 degrees and I put some flour on a baking sheet and I baked it in the oven for 5 minutes. It'll kill off any bacteria that we don't want in our food for when it's raw, okay? So make sure you have an adult do that for you. 2 cups of flour, spread out on a cookie sheet, bake it in the oven for 5 minutes, and then just let it sit and cool for a few minutes. All right, let's begin. I got my favorite machine from my kitchen, my mixer. So what do we need? We need to have 1 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of white sugar, and 1 cup of margarine or butter. So let's begin with our sugars. So let's measure it off nicely. With brown sugar, you kind of want to get it packed in, okay? Because it's so light and fluffy. So 1 cup of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of white sugar. And 1 cup of margarine. And make sure it's softened so that it mixes better. So I usually leave my margarine out on the counter when I'm baking so that it softens easier. And make it nice and leveled off like that, friends. Let's put it in here. All right. Come take a look, friends, at our mixture and tell me, what do you think is going to happen to it? When we turn it on, what's going to happen to all that? Let's find out. Oh, look at it. It's starting to come together. It's all creaming together, right, friends? That's what happens when you mix margarine or butter with sugars. It'll make a nice creamy effect. And we're going to beat this together until it's nice and fluffy. So I'm going to turn up my mixer a little bit. I'm going to turn it off for a minute so that we can get the sides, because you see some of our stuff did not mix in, right? See? So we want it to mix in. So I'm going to gather it from the sides. We're going to beat it until it's nice and fluffy. That could take a minute or two, not very long. All right, friends, come take a look. And you will see that it's nice and fluffy now. And it's a lighter color. What color did it turn, friends? A light brown? You're right, it did. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to add in our vanilla and salt. So you need about 1 teaspoon of salt. Mrs. G knows how to go from eye for this. Okay. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Normally I don't measure my vanilla, but since we're with you guys, I will. Okay. And then we're going to mix it again for about 1 minute. What do you think will happen to our salt and our vanilla? Will it disappear? I think so. We'll take a look in just a minute and see. All right, friends, come take a look. See, it all mixed in there together. Now we're going to beat in 2 cups of our baked flour. I'm going to grab some. It's not quite. It's almost 1 cup. You'll definitely need an adult to help you with this. All right, 2 cups. And we're gonna beat this together until it's nice and fluffy and well combined. You wanna start your mixer slow. If not, the powder, if you go fast, the powder of the flour will go all over the place. We can turn that up some. Come take a look. Do you see the dough forming? It looks almost the same, but it's getting thicker in there. I'm just going to stop it and push down the sides so that it all gets mixed together proper. Oops. Give it another turn. And then we're going to use 2 tablespoons of milk. And let's mix. Do you see that, friends? The dough has come off the sides and is now getting crumbly. What do you think will happen when we put in the milk? Do you think it'll make it sticky and stick and form into a bigger ball? Or do you think it'll stay crumbly? If I can open my milk, it would help. Because we just need so little, and it's a brand new container, I'm just gonna pop it in. So that's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Okay, let's move that over here. And let's give it a mix again. After that mixes, I am going to give it a feel and see if it feels dry or if it feels like cookie dough should. If it feels dry, I'm going to add in a little bit more milk. Let's Let's take a look and see. Nope, I think that's a good consistency right there. So next, what we're gonna do is add in what kind of sweet stuff we would like inside. So I have some mini chocolate chips, which you can use about a cup. That cup is dirty, so I am going to just add in half a cuppers. So 1/2. 2 of these make 1 cup, 2 cups. And I'm going to throw in some sprinkles. I'd say that's probably about a 1/4 cup. You can put in as much as you want or as little as you want. All right, friends, come take a look at our dough mixture and see what's happening. See, it's all forming together like that. All right, and I'm gonna just take it out and push it off. Put that in the sink. All right, friends, there we go. What do you think? Do you think Mrs.G should try it? Guess so. Let me get a spoon. You can put any kind of toppings that you like in there. Chocolate chips, if you want raisins, cranberries, craisins, almonds, anything you like. All right, let's take a look and try this. That tastes like cookie dough, friends. And all you have to do is put it, let me get a container. Put it in a container, and it might taste better if you chill it for a little bit, but this is where you get the chance to go ahead and try it for yourself. Right. Who would like to try this? I bet you all would, right? Doesn't that look delicious? Yes, it does. All right, friends. Now I remembered that the other day we made Golden Graham s'more bars and Reese's peanut butter bars. I'm going to show you what they look like now that they've cooled. You can see for yourself. These are the Golden Graham s'more bars, and these are the Reese's peanut butter bars. They look delicious and they taste delicious. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you'll have fun making it with your family, and we'll make it however you like. All right, on our next episode of Cooking Class, we will be making apple crisp. Until then, friends, take care and be safe. Bye.